What Bailu finally admitted to Rui Peng after rumors online. For weeks, the internet has been buzzing with speculation, half-truths and fiery debates about the relationship between Bailu and Rui Peng. Social media timelines have been flooded with edited clips, grainy paparazzi photos, and fan theories that seem to gain momentum with every passing day. Yet until now, neither of the two stars had openly addressed the rumors that placed their names in the center of a heated storm. That changed recently when Bailu finally broke her silence in a way that no one saw coming, making a heartfelt admission directly to Rui Peng. Her words didn't just confirm suspicions. They altered the trajectory of the narrative and left fans, critics, and even industry insiders questioning what had been happening behind the cameras all along. What exactly did she say? Why did she choose to speak now? And most importantly, how did Rui Peng respond? Let's break it all down. The build-up of the rumors. It all began innocently with whispers on fan forums. A handful of on-set photos from their last drama together were shared online, where fans noticed something unusual about their body language. Unlike typical co-stars who maintain professional distance, Bailu and Rui Peng seemed unusually comfortable around each other. Their smiles carried a warmth that suggested intimacy, and their glances lingered longer than necessary. Soon the speculation spread like wildfire. Were they more than just colleagues? Did long hours on set blossom into something deeper? Clips began to resurface from press conferences where Rui Peng would glance at Bailu mid-sentence as if waiting for her approval. Others pointed to behind-the-scenes videos where Bailu appeared to laugh at even his most ordinary comments. Within weeks, Bailu Rui Peng dating rumors became a trending topic. While some fans cheered for the pairing, others accused them of creating publicity stunts to boost the drama's ratings. The silence from both camps only fueled more questions. Why the silence lasted so long? Bailu has always been known for her poise. While her charm and energy shine on screen, off-screen she often chooses to remain quiet about personal matters. That trait worked in her favor for years, but in this case, her silence was interpreted as guilt. Meanwhile, Rui Peng maintained his usual reserved demeanor, giving interviews where he focused solely on work. He neither denied nor confirmed anything, creating an air of mystery around the entire situation. The longer they remained quiet, the louder the noise grew. Fans began to dissect everything, from the accessories they wore to events to the way they worded their social media captions. By the time the rumors reached their peak, it was no longer a private matter. It was an unavoidable question hanging over both their careers. The turning point. The breaking point came when a popular entertainment blogger released what they claimed were exclusive receipts, showing Bailu and Rui Peng meeting privately long after their drama had wrapped up. Though the photos were blurry, the timing was suspicious. The post went viral overnight, sparking endless debates. Fans began demanding answers. Some accused the blogger of fabrication, while others insisted the truth was obvious. Under mounting pressure, Bailu realized her silence could no longer shield her. The speculation was beginning to overshadow her projects, and her name was being dragged into narratives she had no control over. That was when she made her decision. The admission that shook everyone. During an interview that was initially meant to focus on her upcoming role, Bailu surprised everyone. When asked a routine question about how she handles stress, she paused. Then, with a calm yet emotional expression, she began speaking about honesty, relationships, and the weight of false narratives. Her words were clear, deliberate, and filled with emotion. There have been many things said about me and Rui Peng. I stayed quiet because I believed silence would protect what mattered. But silence also created more misunderstanding. The truth is, I care about him deeply. More than colleagues, more than friends. That is something I cannot hide anymore. The statement left the room in stunned silence. For the first time, Bailu admitted openly that her connection with Rui Peng was not just a figment of fans' imagination. It was real. Rui Peng's reaction. No sooner had Bailu's words made headlines than everyone turned their attention to Rui Peng. How would he respond? Would he confirm, deny, or retreat into his signature silence? To the surprise of many, he did not shy away. Instead, he took to social media with a heartfelt message that seemed to mirror Bailu's tone. Sometimes the truth is not about what you say, but about what you show. Bailu has been someone important to me, not just as a partner on screen, but as someone who understands me in ways few do. I respect her bravery today, and I will stand by her choice to speak. His words were brief yet powerful, sparking a storm of emotions across the internet. Fans who had long shipped them rejoiced, claiming victory after months of defending their theory. Others criticized them, accusing the stars of using timing to their advantage. But regardless of the mixed reactions, one thing became clear: the bond between them was undeniable. Industry shockwaves. The entertainment industry thrives on drama, but this revelation created waves even seasoned insiders did not anticipate. Directors and producers began reconsidering how they viewed both Bailu and Rui Peng, realizing their chemistry was no longer just a matter of fiction. Some industry voices worried that this could distract from their professional reputations, while others argued it would only enhance their on-screen appeal. The pair's future projects immediately became the subject of speculation. Would they be cast together again? Would their new dynamic affect how audiences perceived them individually? Behind closed doors, agencies were scrambling to draft statements, but it was clear that the stars had taken control of their own narrative. Fans mixed emotions. For fans, the revelation was a roller coaster. Some celebrated wildly, flooding timelines with edited videos, fan art, and hashtags declaring Bailu and Rui Peng as the ultimate couple of the year. Others expressed disappointment, claiming they felt misled by months of denial and silence. The divide was evident, but one thing remained consistent: everyone was talking about them. Their names dominated trending lists for days, and forums were flooded with theories about how long they had been together and what might come next. Why this matters. Celebrity admissions of personal relationships in the Chinese entertainment industry are rare and often carefully managed. What makes Bailu's admission significant is the authenticity with which she expressed it. She didn't read a pre-written statement or hide behind vague words. She spoke directly and emotionally, breaking away from the guarded image most stars maintain. This move not only shifts how she is perceived but also marks a bold step for Rui Peng. Together, they may have set a precedent for how celebrity couples handle rumors in the digital age. The road ahead. Now that the truth is out, the question is, what comes next? For Bailu, the challenge will be balancing her personal truth with the demands of her career. For Rui Peng, it will be about maintaining his steady reputation while navigating newfound attention. As a pair, they will face both support and criticism, but their openness may ultimately strengthen their bond in the public eye. Already, whispers of new joint endorsements and potential casting opportunities have surfaced. Industry insiders believe that if they choose to appear together again, it could break records in ratings and fan engagement. But beyond career speculation, what stands out is the humanity of their story. At its core, this is not about two celebrities managing a brand. It is about two people navigating emotions under the harsh glare of the spotlight. But the story doesn't end with Bailu's admission or Rui Peng's supportive response. If anything, the real drama began after their words were spoken. Colleagues, directors, staff members, and even rival stars have started weighing in, some with genuine support, others with veiled skepticism. And as more details surface, one thing becomes clear: this moment is more than just a celebrity romance reveal. It is a turning point. Industry insiders speak out. Within days of Bailu's interview, whispers from production teams began surfacing. One crew member from their last drama, speaking anonymously to a gossip outlet, admitted that the chemistry between Bailu and Rui Peng had been impossible to ignore. Everyone on set knew they were close. It wasn't just the usual co-star dynamic. They looked out for each other in ways that went beyond professionalism. If one of them was tired, the other would step in quietly to help. If Bailu was upset, Rui Peng was the first to notice. "We didn't talk about it openly, but it was obvious." These words confirmed what fans had been suspecting for months, that the sparks were visible even to those behind the cameras. Another insider, however, hinted at tension. According to this account, not everyone in the industry is thrilled about the confession. Their agencies had a carefully crafted image for both of them. Admitting to something so personal disrupts years of branding. Some executives feel blindsided. There are questions about how this will affect upcoming endorsements and contracts. This mixture of support and hesitation mirrors the broader industry's complicated response. Co-stars react. It wasn't long before fellow actors began addressing the situation. Some offered words of encouragement. A well-known actress who previously worked with Bai Lu posted on social media, "Love is not a scandal. It is courage. I respect Bai Lu for her honesty and wish them both happiness." This comment went viral, garnering thousands of likes and comments, especially from fans who praised the sentiment. But not everyone was as kind. A rival actor, whose name was not mentioned but who had worked with Rui Peng in the past, hinted at skepticism during a live stream. "In this industry, sometimes what looks like love is just strategy. People should be careful about what they believe." Though vague, many took this as a jab, igniting debates about whether the confession was heartfelt or calculated. Fan divisions deepen. If the industry seemed divided, the fanbase was even more fractured. On one side were passionate supporters who flooded social media with hashtags like #BaiLuRuiPengForever and #TrueLoveWins. These fans created montages of their favorite on-screen and off-screen moments, treating the confession as the ultimate validation of their long-standing beliefs. On the other side were skeptics who accused the pair of manipulating emotions for publicity. Some even went as far as boycotting their projects, declaring that they felt betrayed by the secrecy. The fan wars grew so intense that online platforms reportedly began moderating keywords to control the spread of hostility. The emotional toll. Behind the noise, the stars themselves faced a new reality. For Bai Lu, the confession lifted a weight she had carried silently, but it also exposed her to relentless questions from the press. Every appearance, every public statement, is now dissected for hints about her private life. Rui Peng, usually known for his calm composure, has found himself navigating a whirlwind of attention. According to a close acquaintance, he is determined to shield Bai Lu from unnecessary stress. He knows how harsh the spotlight can be. His priority now is making sure Bai Lu feels supported, no matter what the world says. That's why his response was so measured. He didn't deny, didn't exaggerate. Just simple, steady words. This quiet strength has only amplified fans' admiration for him. Brand endorsements on the line. One of the biggest aftershocks has been in the commercial space. Both Bai Lu and Rui Peng are highly sought-after brand ambassadors. Their clean, aspirational images made them perfect for luxury brands, skincare lines, and fashion campaigns. Now, however, companies are reconsidering. Some see the confession as an opportunity to market them as a power couple, while others worry about alienating conservative consumers. A luxury brand representative was quoted as saying, "Romance can boost appeal, but it can also distract from the product. Right now, we are evaluating whether the attention will enhance or overshadow our campaigns. The stakes are high, as millions of dollars in contracts hang in the balance." Behind the scenes, the private meeting. Amidst all the noise, one detail has surfaced that adds another layer of intrigue. Sources claim that shortly after Bai Lu's public admission, she and Rui Peng met privately with their management teams to address the fallout. The meeting reportedly lasted several hours, with heated debates about the best way forward. Some managers pushed for damage control strategies, suggesting carefully worded statements to soften the impact. But according to one insider, Bai Lu remained firm. She said she wasn't going to backtrack. She didn't want to make it sound like a mistake. She stood by what she said, and Rui Peng supported her. If true, this shows that their confession wasn't impulsive but rather a deliberate choice to take control of their narrative. Colleagues share more stories. As the dust settled, more behind-the-scenes anecdotes began surfacing, painting a fuller picture of their relationship. A makeup artist who worked on their drama shared. There was this one day when Bai Lu wasn't feeling well. She didn't say anything, but Rui Peng noticed immediately. He quietly brought her water and insisted she rest for a few minutes. It wasn't for show. Nobody else even noticed, but he did. Another staff member recalled how Rui Peng once stayed late after filming Wrapped just to make sure Bai Lu got to her car safely when paparazzi were waiting outside. These small yet telling moments are now being reinterpreted through the lens of Bai Lu's admission, reinforcing the belief that their bond had been quietly growing long before the rumors began. Rivalries intensify. While some co-stars and colleagues expressed support, others saw the confession as an opportunity to capitalize on the spotlight. Rival actresses began dropping subtle hints in interviews about how they prefer to separate personal life from professional work, comments many interpreted as veiled criticisms of Bai Lu.